1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, yo. It be the Fly Lay Leezy.
It's chasing the light.
This Set the Tone podcast. We global now.
You already, man. We already got one fly in the building. Land Leezy. We got another fly in the building, man, from Cambria Heights, man. We got my man TGIFLY. What's good, baby?
Yo, he's the active fly, but I'm not. He's in the game, running the lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what he do, man. Yo, TGIFLY. We happy that you're here, man.
Happy to be here, man.
It's been a while talking on it, man.
Nah, that's a fact.
Wanted to get you up here, man, and just here to speak on how it goes with you, you know what I'm saying? So, first, for people who not too familiar, how did it start with you? Where did it start?
This shit really started as a joke. Shout out my guy Sticks. My son had a MacBook with GarageBand on there, and we had an ill summer. Pool parties in the Hamptons, trips to Miami. We was doing
so this is fresh.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So, one day niggas just pulled up with this MacBook and niggas just started making music about, shit that was going on over the summer.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie, I always told the story I thought my verses was coming out the best, but niggas dead ass we did a mixtape. And niggas was playing the mixtape at Sticks Crib a few weeks ago, and my verses was trash.
Come on, my nigga. You can't compare listening to it now.
Rod Dollar was on that shit.
Okay,
Rod was on that
Rod.
shit.
Yeah.
He was really rapping. His verses was smoking mine.
Okay.
Hold on. He raps?
He was just a joke, niggas. I told you it was a joke. Them niggas was playing for me, but I was really like,
I didn't know that.
I'm off to the side, I'm trying to get right. Fuck what y'all niggas talk about. But hearing it back, I always used to tell a story my my verses was coming out better than niggas, and I don't know at what point in time I decided to make that up, because hearing it back, it wasn't true.
Wait, hearing it back in your ears, or were they saying that too? You wasn't really getting crazy.
This was just me.
Yeah, but you might just be over critiquing yourself.
I might be. I'm the type to do that, but hearing it back, for me,
yeah.
My son Ski was on there, he was wilding. Rod was on there wilding, Sticks was on there wilding. I hear my shit, and it's just I might be looking through a different lens, but it was just all right, man, these niggas might have had me. One of these other niggas could have been right here rapping with me right now today, for me, but I just ended up taking it serious at the end of the day.
Well, it worked then.
Nah, it did. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
It got you to say, yo, I could do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that made you lead to going into the studio?
Yeah, like I said, them niggas they was having fun with it, and I was off in the corner longer than everybody else, just trying to put my verse together. Niggas would go do something else or go to sleep, and I'd still be up in the basement just, pushing record.
So, he had a studio.
Nah,
this is all just off the Mac.
This is off the MacBook.
Oh, wow.
And all the niggas needed was a pair of headphones and a mic.
Facts.
Pardon me. So, or GarageBand. Word. They started from GarageBand, feel me?
That's
Facts.
crazy.
Shake out the mixtape, man. Shout out my TB niggas, yo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, TV. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Dozo, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I
Facts.
went to Cardozo too.
Yeah. Wow. I'm a Dozo nigga, man. Shout out to the Dozo niggas.
So,
Dozo.
you play ball, I'm assuming then?
Yeah, I play ball.
Everybody who went to Dozo,
Bro.
they gonna have tell me they
people,
hoop dreams.
if y'all don't know, Dozo niggas live good. I don't care what they tell you. These niggas, there's no middle class in Dozo. You're high class.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a co-sign that, cause my high school days was different. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't really like to bask in them, cause nigga, that was 15.
It don't matter.
It was a minute ago. Feel me? But that shit was really different.
Shit.
Yeah, that was some movie shit, some TV show shit. I ain't
Y'all live better than niggas in Hofstra and Stony Brook and all that shit.
What?
Yeah, I'm dead. Am I lying?
I ain't gonna lie. We had a crib, bro. We had a crib.
Exactly.
Wow.
Come
Up
on,
the
high
block
school.
from
Incredible.
the school, from the school, bro.
Oh, so yeah, it was definitely different.
We was definitely getting into some shit that we had no business doing. But we ain't hurt nobody.
Okay.
For me, ain't nobody went to jail. We ain't burned nothing down.
At that time, were there other rappers around that you were that who's doing their thing that was close to you? You know what I'm saying?
One Shot.
Okay.
That was back in the IGM days. I mean, RP the One Shot, but he was definitely a nigga that was up and coming on the scene. I mean, doing this thing. I wasn't really close with him, but I mean, I had a relationship with him. I would say that. I mean, and we did a few videos. I was in a few videos, and I mean, but it was definitely his time at that time. Like,
that's a fact.
For sure. RP the One Shot. Word.
Yeah, RP the One Shot. So, like, you jumped into that, got into the booth, worked it out. What says, yo, let's perfect this to dropping a first mixtape? Because some people, they'll be like, I just do a freestyle here and there or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought that's what I was supposed to be doing. For me, like, you do music, you put together projects. I mean, it's crazy because I was never the nigga that just want to throw out songs. Like, I always wanted to do projects. And I mean, so my first project was called The Sum of All Fears.
Okay.
And I feel like that shit was like 15 tracks long. I mean, I don't think I did not one video for that shit. And yeah, that was really where it started.
But
that
videos wasn't a thing yet.
It wasn't.
I mean, it was always a thing, but I'm talking about like the street video.
Yeah, nah, niggas wasn't really worried about that. But
yeah, I mean, Shotty was the first. He created all that. Nah, real talk. I think I'm not even joking though. Like, Shotty was like the first nigga I knew shot video. Like personally, now I'll be like, yo, let's get videos together.
Like,
and
what
shit.
are you doing? You rap? What's your videos?
right?
You're not a real rapper.
Nigga always know how to pitch yourself, man.
You're not a real rapper.
Yeah,
let me talk to you for a second.
For real though. Like,
shit, I remember when I was really first starting to get serious about it. Shotty had me around. He definitely had me in the loop. He brought me to a few events. I met a few people. I mean, Shotty saw the vision early on.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
As he should. He's a visionary.
We don't really give him that credit here, so we might have to
at all. Like,
we don't really do that.
We do credit off camera. Nah, but for real, I mean, he been doing this for 2 decades, so big shout out to him. He know when he see potential, he know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I know you from playing basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did you transfer? Like, I'm tired of ball. Now I'm gonna go into this rap shit.
You know what it was, bro? Niggas just got better than me. Like, I had homies that was going like D1, D2, and I was trying to go JUCO, and I was supposed to go to Westchester, and I had to stop at Nassau first. Like, fresh out of high school, I stopped playing ball for like, I don't remember how long, but I mean, tryouts started rolling around. I was dead out of shape. Like I used to be able to run up and down 40 minutes nonstop. And, college conditioning is a different type of conditioning. So I wasn't prepared for that. So it was kind of like I saw my hoop dream started to dwindle a little bit. And then I had homies that was leaving school early and coming back the next day with like Gucci book bags and fucking colorful Montclairs and Pradas and all that.
And nudie jean
suits, and
game changer.
Good G shots and shit. And I'm like, yo, I'm at the point where it's like, yo, do I want to eat lunch or do I want to put gas in my car so I could make it back and forth to school? And that's when I really made the transition. Like, yo, I'm gonna venture off into some shit I got no business doing. I mean, and from there, it started to fund the music and started a little spin wheel.
Okay.
Word.
I mean, we all have our thing that, funds, what I mean, what we got to get into. I mean, it's New York City, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not easy just to survive,
this,
period.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Nobody got rich working a 9 to 5.
Nah.
I say it with a straight face. Like, I mean that.
That's
so,
a fact.
Get it how you live. I mean, I ain't here to judge. Do your thing. Word.
But, you know what I mean, not to speed it up, but in a sense, yeah, but you ended up going through a situation, right?
Yeah.
You called it like a stint?
Yeah, I did. I ended up crazy. I moved to LA to do music. And
the luxury of this. Oh, man. Yo, I'm just going to
Cardoza to LA. Yo, these niggas look good, bro. You might believe me, son. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, I just went to LA. Let's do music. You know what I'm saying? All right, but yeah, okay.
I moved to LA to do music, and I ended up catching 2 cases. And I had to sit for I did 13 months. The crazy shit. I talk about this shit all the time. I did 13 months. I got locked up on the 13th of November. My cell number was 13. And yeah, I think that's all the 13s.
And when you played in the tournament, it's 13.
Nah.
No.
It's always 11. Man.
But okay, so all right, so you did 13 months. Okay, so you said for that stint, how was that? Did it affect the music? Did it?
It definitely affected the music. Like I said, I went to LA to do music, and I just felt like I was missing mad opportunities while I was locked up. I'm calling niggas. I'm calling my man P. He like, yo, this is who I was living with in LA at the time.
How long you was in LA before getting caught up?
I was on the streets for like 8 months.
So you was in the streets of LA for 8 months and then got caught up?
I got my first case literally as soon as I landed. I got locked up off the plane on some bozo shit.
What, just get into LA?
Just get into LA.
Nah, we gotta break that one down.
Yeah, so
you know?
So I'm getting off the plane and I'm leaving. When I woke off the plane and I noticed it's like I see detectives in this spot. I know what they look like. So I'm looking and I'm like, all right, I keep it pushing, but you know, I got on Army fatigue, Montclair, constructs, tight ass designer jeans sagging, looking like a nigga.
Yeah, they stereotyping.
So I'm walking to get my bags. I go down the elevator, the escalator, and I look behind me. Nobody's behind me, like literally nobody. It felt like a movie. I felt like I took like 5-6 steps, and 3 niggas walked up on me like, how did you pay for your ticket? I'm like, who? What? Nigga showed me a badge. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And like, they like, did you pay for your ticket in cash? I'm like, no. I use a card. Like, what card? I'm like, my debit card. Like, I wasn't doing no dumb shit like that. I mean, I used my debit card. He was like, oh, well, your ticket got flagged because you booked the one way, and you know, it's a lot of people that, you know, I guess they selling drugs or they bringing in drugs through the one way. They like, you got any drugs on you in your bag? I'm like, yo, if I had drugs, how y'all thought I was supposed to make it through TSA in New York? Like,
true.
And they was just like, you know, well, we still gotta ask these questions. So I'm like, all right. I have my phone in my hand. It started ringing. It's my ride. So I answered the phone. The nigga took my phone. So I'm like, yo, like, what's up? They like, you got any ID on you? I'm like, clearly I know who I am. Like,
but they're running up on
right.
me.
So I go in my wallet. Mind you, I just moved to LA, so I got like all my everything on me. I had like 4 or 5 bands in my wallet. So I go in my wallet to give him my ID. He like, yo, that's a lot of money you got.
Oh, here we go.
I'm like, yo, I just moved out here. Like, this all the money I saved up to move out here. And he's like, yeah, well, but why do you have so much money? I'm like, yo, I just moved out here. Feel me? So now it escalated from that to they got my phone, they got my ID. Now I'm feeling uneasy with this interaction, so I had another phone. I pulled the other phone out, and I'm trying to call my ride back, like, yo, help, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm being harassed right now, and I'm doing that shit on the low, like, you know, another nigga come from the other side of me, snatch the phone. So they like, yo, let us search your bags, and we'll let you go. So I'm like, no. For me, they say, oh, well, if you don't have nothing to hide, I'm like, I don't have nothing to hide, but I feel like I'm being profiled. Like, oh, yeah, please, there's a bunch of black people in here. I'm like, yo. I'm like, all right. So they like, this is the trick that they use. And they like, we'll let the dog sniff your bag. If it doesn't detect anything, we'll let you go. So I'm like,
You know you ain't on that time.
I'm not on that time. Those can't smell plastic. I'm like, all right, bet. So I had 3 bags, big ass suitcases, right? And in another suitcase, I had mad money in another suitcase. So I'm trying not to find that suitcase. I got pieces in all of these bags, but I mean, I felt like I stashed them. I mean, so I picked 2 bags. They pull them off. The dog sniffs one bag. The dog's not giving a fuck about these bags. The dog is wandering off. They like, yo.
They forcing
Feel
them.
me? So the dog comes back and smells the bag and walks off. They come to me like, oh, the dog detects dope in your bag. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is dope? Like, what's dope? Like, what dope? What dope? Feel me? And they like, do you do dope or do you have? I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? What's dope? He's like, well, the dog is detecting that there's a substance in your bag, and now we need to go through your bag. I'm like, yo. And the niggas open my bag. They didn't find nothing in the first bag. He opened up the second bag. I had like a 40 clip in that shit. Like just old shit. Shit that I didn't need to have. I just had it in there. Feel me? But they wasn't in my name.
That's what fuck.
So now it's like, they like, oh, well, who's such and such? I think the name was like Carter Jones. It's like, who's Carter? I'm like,
Yeah.
like, we have nothing to tell you. Yeah, like, just take me away. Cause now at this point, bro, it's like 40 people watching this shit. I turn around and it's like a soap opera.
Said,
Yo, y'all got me. Yo, y'all won. Y'all won. Y'all niggas won.
Like,
I would have hit him with a nah. Y'all playing that shit. We been here too long. Fuck all that shit.
So now, like, them niggas take me to what's called like airport court. I didn't even know they had this shit. So,
oh wait, that's like a federal thing, being that it's in the airport.
Well, luckily the feds didn't pick up my case. That's what my lawyer was telling me.
Facts.
So they ended up booking me. It was crazy. It's like the walk of shame. So they put the cuffs on me, and then they like put my jacket over my shoulder so they could hide the cuffs, and they taken my 2 suitcases. The third bag they didn't even know about yet. Feel me? So
So that stayed there.
That stayed there.
Okay.
They woke me out the terminal, and I see my ride, and them niggas looked at me, and I'm looking at them, and they looking at me, and them niggas just felt.
Yo, they like, yo,
them niggas
listen,
just
my
left
man.
like, oh, this nigga got booked at the airport. These niggas just bounced. I mean, and they took me in, and they tried to, niggas have you sitting at that room for like 2-3 hours, then come back and start asking you questions. And I'm just like, yo, like, I don't know. I don't know.
This is all me. This is me. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, what? I don't know. For me, so I ended up getting bailed out. I mean, my big homie, he lived out there. Okay. He ended up just bailing me out. And, I mean, that was the start of my time in L.A.
Yeah.
So you did 13 months in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so I ended up, that was my first case. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm starting to get back on my feet, like, 4 or 5 months in. Mm-hmm. Not even, probably like 2-3 months back.
And going back and forth to court for that.
Going back and forth to court. Mm-hmm. I end up taking probation.
Okay.
As soon as I take my probation, I take a trip to Oakland. Mm-hmm. Nigga, I don't even think I left the city. I got pulled over. I was on a drug highway. I ain't know.
A drug highway?
A drug highway. This is where niggas move drugs through this specific highway. Like, so.
Well, if they know this is this, why would they do it? Right, go to another highway.
Right.
No, not saying you. I'm talking about to be called a drug highway. Go to another highway.
I guess that's where they find the most shit.
I got you.
So I get pulled over for apparently switching lanes without signaling. I never switched lanes. Like I spotted the cop from when I was on, on my way, and I'm like, all right, both hands on the wheel, nigga. We gonna be on this type of time. I was dolly, and I got pulled over, and I gave them my ID, and once they saw it was a rental, they asked me to step out the car. I mean, I'm not really one to go. I ain't know my rights. Because
that make it worse.
I'm gonna get out the car. I get out the car. One cop talking to me. I ain't gonna lie. I had a 50 clip in my pocket, and the nigga tapped me, He like, yeah, he's like, pocket look kind of heavy. He tapped me, but my hand was in it, so he hit my hand.
Oh.
I'm like, all right. I look to the left, I look to the right, and his partner's tearing my car up, boy. Like he's pulling the panel off the door.
Oh, word.
So I'm like,
but
off the
it's
rental.
a drug highway. That's why
the nigga's
going
tearing
crazy.
the car apart for me, and I got like another 40 pieces I stashed and like in the red lights.
Oh.
Open the shit, pull this shit out, put the shit. The nigga found the shit, boy.
Oh, y'all niggas is creative.
The nigga found the
I ain't
shit.
gonna fuck. I thought he was ill for that. I thought he got right off that.
This when shit got crazy. So the nigga found the shit. They come back. It's not in my name. I got.
Oh, the rent is not in your name.
No, the pieces. Not in my name.
Yeah.
So he like, what do you plan on going up north to buy weed? What are you laundering money? They didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, they didn't understand the game at that time, so they trying to figure out their own ways.
Figure it out. So the niggas put me in the back of the police car, and they got a writer in the car. So they reading the pieces in the car, like.
And they seen the transactions?
Nah, so they just swiping the card and they could see the information that's on the card. So now when they look at the card, it's not.
It's not what it says.
It was mismatched, so it's not what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was on green dots. Then they start calling them. So now they getting the operator. They talking to the operator. They reading the numbers and they like, yeah, that's not active. So now they like, oh, hold on, you're going to jail.
Yo.
So that's my second case. I go to jail. I mean, at this point, I'm cool with the Bills bondsman, so I'm just waiting. Like, they send a nigga in there to talk to me. They like, yeah, we want to ask you. I'm like, yo, talk to my lawyer, like, feel me? And before I got sent to the jail, I got bailed out again.
Okay.
Feel me? So now ended up fighting that case for like 6 months. I was going back and forth
Outside.
for 6 months, and then like the last day in court, I don't know. The judge opened my file, and they got a law called crime on crime or crime on bail, crime. So it's like when you bail out and you get locked up again for the same crime. I wasn't supposed to get a bail the second time, so he revoked it. When he revoked it, he revoked
like
my
a
bail.
predicate type of
Yeah,
shit,
and then he raised it. So I'm like, all right. So my lawyer like, what you want to do? I'm like, yeah, like, I'm bail out.
We still good.
The bill was $250. Feel me? But like I said, I'm cool with the Bills bondsman. Like, I don't want to get in there, you know what I mean? But that was my son.
Yeah.
So the judge heard I was trying to bail out and he was like, what? No, he's nah.
Oh, so he said, fuck that now.
Dubbed that bill, nigga. So it was like, oh shit. Like,
He thought he wasn't gonna make that
yo,
one.
I'm like, this really happening, boy. And that shit was like a whole different, like, they put me in the holding tanks, nigga. It's blacks, whites, dead ass, nigga.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Because the Cali jail is different.
Cali jails is segregated, bro.
Word?
Facts. They politic like a motherfucker in there. So, like, the Mexicans only eat with the Mexicans and the white boys. Feel me?
The white boys,
and the blacks only eat with the blacks. And if you a other nigga that don't identify with the Mexicans or the whites, then you a other. If you ain't a black, you a other, and you could fuck with us.
Oh, then what do you mean? Then you could fuck with blacks?
Yeah. If you don't identify...
So the others only get to fuck with blacks? Other can't go fuck with Mexicans?
Yeah, black.
Other can't go fuck with... That's crazy.
You gotta claim the race or whatever, know what I mean?
That's wild.
It be some. It was. I ain't gonna lie. It was some black niggas that came in there, like an African nigga that came in there, bro, and he ended up running with the Mexicans, son.
Word.
That shit was crazy.
What? Cause his skin tone?
No, he was black, bro.
Oh.
That nigga was black. He just
maneuvered.
He was paying dues and like, oh shit.
You know what it is? Africans don't trust blacks. That's what it is.
That's a fact.
They don't. I promise you that.
Yo.
That's a fact. But that shit was crazy. That shit was like a culture shock. So now my first day in there, like, the whole process of being processed was wild. Cause now I go from the holding tank in the courts, in the court to they transfer you to the jail. I was in MCJ, men's central jail.
Okay.
That's the county LA County. And niggas put you in this big ass room, but it's mad niggas in the room, son. So you just waiting to get processed. It was a homeless nigga in there. He's shitting on himself, like. So he's sitting in the middle of the room and everybody just like surrounding him, like not trying to go near him, but he's funky as fuck, wilding, feel me? And then they transfer you to another holding tank. In this holding tank, you gotta take all your clothes off. So now I'm in the room. It's a smaller room. It's probably like the size of this room. No shit. And everybody's butt ass. To me, some of these niggas is used to this. Some of these jail niggas. And I mean, this is my first time in. So I'm in that shit.
They timid, like, yo, hold up,
like,
man.
yo,
What we doing in here?
Like, yo, when I say niggas is stink, boy, niggas is stink. That shit is, I'm in there trying not to gag, bro.
Yeah.
So from there, you go to the showers. You know what I mean? And then they house you. And I got lucky. I ended up being like a trustee. Okay. Not that I got lucky, because niggas was still getting boomed in that shit too, but it was like a little more relaxed.
What's exactly that mean? Oh, it's more just.
So
chill.
it's like
medium jail.
It's like low security.
Okay.
So you get to have a job and shit.
Oh, okay.
For me, gotcha. I never had to. I don't know why, but they never assigned me a job, so I was just in that shit chilling. I mean, but they gave niggas like nighttime program. It's like general population, but it's not general pop.
Okay.
Because them niggas is only getting like one of everything every day. Like we could get a little more options and shit like that. But the shit was still wild. Like it's still jail. For me. So my first day in, I go to like the day room, and I don't understand like the nuances of what's going on, and I sit at the room table. For me. And I feel like the room like slowly slow down, like the chatter start to slow down and niggas is looking, and I'm like, alright. So I go to my cell, and that's when I meet my cellie, my son Don Juan. He a 6-0 Crip.
Okay. For
me, and he's on his shit, you know. Don Juan 6-0 Crip, where you from? That nigga like 5 foot nothing. That's my dog though. He be on his shit. So then he brought me back to the day room, and he basically told me like, yeah, this shit was finna go up, but niggas, you a new nigga, so niggas wasn't really tripping, but you was bugging for, I mean, sitting at the Mexican table. Like, that's not our table. Our table is off to the side. They shit in the middle, and it's another, I mean, set off to the other side and shit. So I'm like, oh, all right. He just introduced me to niggas, and I mean, that was the first day in there.
Shout out to Don Juan for saving your career.
Is that how you got, because I seen you had flicks with Nip. You know,
yeah, nah, that came about. I won like a contest.
Oh, okay.
I won a contest, some rap shit that my homegirl Sita told me to like, some last minute shit. Like, yo, this contest, I think you'll be perfect for it. And I applied. Like, you just had to put like your hashtag, their hashtagging like your videos and do a freestyle video. And this was around the time like I was doing my work on Wednesday shit, so I had full-fledged videos that I'm tagging these niggas in. Okay. And
you had some Shatik things going.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What is work on Wednesdays? What was
work on Wednesdays was basically like a freestyle series where I would drop a video every week. For me, so it was around the time Instagram gave you 1 minute to a video.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of niggas was rapping into their phone, like recording selfie videos, and I thought that was whack. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I want to do that shit, but I don't want to do that. I mean, and my management put together a situation where like, yo, we got a nigga that shoot videos, so if you come up with the verses, we can shoot the videos. And nigga, that's what it was. That's fine. We named it Work on Wednesdays just so it could have like a space to live. And nigga, I dropped a video for like 37 weeks straight.
That's fire.
Facts.
You put the work in, but hold on. So during this 13 months in jail, it was jail, but did it really feel like jail?
Nah, it felt like jail, niggas. I seen some movie shit. I mean, I got into some shit. You know, I still had to pay to call home for me, but I didn't do my whole time there. I was in the county for like 7 months, and then I got transferred to another facility called Wayside. I got into this thing called fire camp, where basically they train you to fight forest fires.
Oh,
so
wow. That's different.
Yeah, so
that's some Cali shit for real.
So they had us in the mountains. I was basically doing CrossFit in the mountains, bro. Like I know how to use like a chainsaw.
Oh.
Like, by the end of my term, I was hiking with a chainsaw on my back and a 45-pound pack and a fire suit.
You know, this nigga on some Jason shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that was the most fit I ever been in my life when I come home, was doing shit like that. But I got transferred to Wayside where I trained, and then they sent me to a prison camp, a fire camp. It was basically like...
So it's like Shock.
Yeah.
It's like how New York got
Feel me?
shot.
But every morning them niggas woke us up. We had to do a hike every morning. It was timed. If you fail 3 hikes, then you go back to fucking Wayside.
Yeah.
I mean, and you gotta train again to get sent back. But that shit was like, alright, like I'm in prison. Feel me? Granted, we had mad freedom, but niggas was politicking OD crazy and that shit. So I finished up my time there. I mean, and I made it back home.
That's what's up.
Word.
What any girls held you down during this time?
My baby moms for sure.
Yeah.
For me, that's how it was crazy because I just met her before I got locked up. I told her like, yo, I'm probably about to go to jail soon. So.
Oh, you met her out there?
I met her when I was living in L.A.
She's from Cali?
Nah, she from New York.
Oh,
but
okay.
she came to see me.
Okay.
And.
That's real.
Yeah, we got it clicked real early and shit, and I ended up getting locked up, and she did my bill with me. I mean, I had some other bitches that did my. I ain't gonna act like.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
it was, you know, I was nigga shit.
Yeah.
For me, so it was like, I don't want to say how many it was, but it was.
I mean, if it's 5 or 7, it's good, bro.
It's
over. It's past, bro.
It was some bitches that was checking for me, man. You know what I mean? But they all of them held me down though. But
okay,
my baby moms kept money on the phone. My shorty kept money on the phone. I mean, and
so when you came home, which direction did we go?
My baby mom.
Okay,
that's why she like.
I'm gonna say some niggas don't go that way. Yo,
nah,
like,
right.
yo,
and
I'm home. Like, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yo,
I be feeling like that's wild. That's wild.
That is definitely wild.
And I had it was a tough decision to make because, like I said, it was other chicks that did that time with me, but I wasn't selling them no dreams. When I come home, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. But it's not gonna be with you type shit. But I mean. Go live your life. I was on some like, go do your thing. Like, I'm not tripping. So, when I came home, feel me, she was just there. Like, she came, got me from the joint.
Okay.
I mean,
picked you up.
Yeah, I mean, she did all that shit, so.
Now, when you came home, she picks you up. You know what I mean? Not to go into whatever. I don't want to get nobody into nothing, but you come home. Are you coming home comfortable? Like, is there bread sitting up, or you know what I mean? Like,
I went through most of my bread. First of all, when I got locked up, they took all my bread. So I had the 4 bins in my pocket, and then I had another 16 in my bag. The 16 that they found in my bag, them niggas stole from me.
Yeah, they just took.
They didn't put it on my. They didn't put it on my books. So to double back to that story, when I remember I told you I left a bag out.
Yeah, the third one.
And them niggas asked me a question, and I think I said something. I don't know. I forgot. That's what I said. That was my answer. I forgot. And the nigga was like, "Oh, yeah, we gonna forget about that third bag," and walked off.
There
was money in the third bag. That's where the money was.
The 16.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what would make you feel like. But in your mind, you thought you just left it in the airport, like somebody better got lucky and
you wasn't gonna get it back anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
So it's crazy because when they tagged the initial 4 bins that they took, they the DA was on some shit like if he wanted his money in his laptop back, he could just do 6 months in jail. And I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I probably should have.
Go back. Let's do it right now. You kidding me?
Let's get it over with.
You know, it's crazy. I didn't understand how Cali shit work. They do everything half-time. So I really would have did 3 months.
3 months, see?
Feel me? But
but you don't know. At that time, you're like, yo, I want to get out of here. I just got here.
I'm not even going to sit up here and act like I'm some from the bottom nigga. Like, I came from a good home. I didn't have to do what I was doing.
Yeah.
Feel me? So jail was like not an option.
Yeah, it's like, yo, get me out of here.
I got some homies that's like, nigga, 3 months? What? I'd have took that. I'm like, all right, you right, but nah. Feel me?
That's
so,
not me.
Anybody
Right.
that goes to Dozo doesn't go to jail. Real talk, my nigga.
Cool in the Clario.
Real talk.
Nah, man.
Yeah, shout out to Clario though. You know what I'm saying? Shout him out. Though. You know what I'm saying? But like, what I'm trying to, what I asked, like, did you come home to things? Because you know,
I'm gonna tell you
BM's picking you up. She might.
I'm gonna tell you what I came home.
You know,
to,
she might have the upper level now. Now she might be dumping on you. Yo, what's up? What you doing? How long did that last before that got crazy?
She ain't do that at all, bro.
Oh, that's what's up.
She let me be me. She let me figure it out. I mean, still to this day, I'm figuring it out.
That's
I
what's
mean,
up.
so she don't be tripping on none of that. But I ain't gonna lie. Like when I come home, I was just happy to be home, and some shit happened that started to like open my eyes to like who people really are.
Let's speak on it.
I mean, and I had a homie who I mean, when he went through his shit, I was the nigga like that's doing everything. You got a bitch. This bitch is out here trying to do other shit with other niggas at the time. I mean, I ain't even gonna call her a bitch because I'll see her and say what's up. She the homie too. Feel me? But you got a girl, your girl not really focusing on your situation because she worrying about her own shit. Then it's falling on me. And I want that same shit in return. For me, so when I got locked up the first time, niggas, they took all my bread. I'm down to $0. And it's like, yo, I'm calling to the hood, like, yo, like send some paper.
Yeah, I'm in a
I'm
situation.
in a situation, send some paper. And it's like, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. And the yeah, I got you just stayed at yeah, I got you. For me, but I wasn't tripping off that in the beginning. But like I said, when I came home, nigga, I came home to a pair of Hirachis that didn't fit.
No.
Came home to a pair of Hirachis that didn't fit, and I was supposed to get a phone. I couldn't even get a phone, man. And I had the money for the phone. I just needed to jump on the line, feel me? So it was just mad shit that just started like opening my eyes and to who people really was. I mean, and so when I came home, bro, I was really on some super low shit.
Yeah, but we elevated. We have situations with Rick Ross, like where that come about?
So that came from that contest that I won. That I was talking about.
The one with Nip?
Yeah. So what that was, it was like a mentorship program where they held a contest and they picked a winner, and you get to work on a song with Zaytoven and Nip, pardon me, or Ray Murray and Rick Ross. So Ray Murray's a producer from Organized Noise.
Okay.
Outkast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so he kind of a big deal out there, feel me? So that's who I got paired up with. I mean, I think they chose me, and Zaytoven and Nip chose the other dude. He happened to be from Cali, so it kind of worked out. I mean, and I was flying back and forth working on music with Ray Murray and Rick Ross, for me. So that's how that came about, and it's funny cause like niggas that I didn't even know listening to my music was now jumping in my DMs on some, yo, I always knew, yo, you really been, and I'm just like, yo, good looking, but that
all
shit was
off a
just,
picture or two, right?
yeah, that shit was just really mind blowing. Like, yo, perception is the only thing. Feel me?
It's a fact.
But it was an ill situation. I mean, I learned a lot, and I got to cultivate some ill relationships.
Did you get any music with him?
Well, you know, Ross wasn't really working on music at that time, so he was really on some in and out shit. But I really got cool with like Ray Murray. I mean, I could hit the A anytime and call Ray. He be running Stankonia Studios if it's, I mean, if there's any time available, he gonna give it to me. Feel me? So that's really what that was. I mean, I still gotta get Ross some sucker free shit. That nigga been asking for that shit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I had the Varsity on, and that nigga always was asking me about the Varsity. I mean, I'm like, yo, I got you.
Shit, that would be one of my first priorities. Yeah.
What's up with Dreamville?
That's like home team. Know what I mean? Shout out to Dreamville. I mean, that shit is just like, it's ill because I get to be hands on with that shit. I mean, I could do what I want when I'm there because I know, like, you know, I know so many people, so it's really like no limit to what I got access to, or I mean, who I could meet or who I could speak to. But
how'd you get in tune with him? Like, how'd you even?
Well, Boss,
shout out Cole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big shout out to Cole. I mean, Ebes. Really, it's really Maddie. Feel me?
Oh, okay. Shout out Matt. TV, right?
Yeah, TV. That's my brother, but he don't really get the recognition he deserves because
he's a big
deal, part of like why Queens is so connected to that shit. And but Boss was the homie off rip before anything music related. Know what I mean? So it was just like an easy thing. Know what I mean, but
is Maddie why Boss got with Cole? Cause I know Cole went to St. John's and all that, but I don't know how Boss got him. Shout out to Boss too though.
Cole used to fucking sleep on Maddie's floor, bro. When they was
what the
when
Johnnies?
they was at Hampton.
Oh,
niggas was in Hampton, and nigga Cole was he was hustling. He was trying to get his shit up. I mean, and he would be around niggas like niggas didn't really know what was going on until it was too late. Feel me? But Ebes is really like the mastermind behind that shit.
Okay.
Feel me? Like he learned the game and he applied what he learned to it, and nigga, now that shit is like a big ass machine. Yeah. Feel me?
You know what I love about that? I'm not sure. I don't really know who Eves is, but I don't know if it's Maddie or whatever. But I see that whether it is Maddie or not, y'all whole circle just got all involved. Like y'all all looked out for each other. It wasn't like, yo, just flies down with Dreamville and whenever he hollers at me, whatever.
That's Maddie,
y'all
bro.
All involved.
That's Maddie.
That's fine. Yo, Maddie, we gotta get you up here. You heard?
Nah, niggas gotta get Maddie up here.
That's my guy. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give Maddie his flowers, bro, cause there's a lot of shit that he don't have to do that he do, even for a nigga that might not really be involved. Feel me? If he feel like it's an opportunity to be given, nigga, he gonna give it to you. Feel me? So that nigga is really like the connector for that shit.
That's dope.
Because that nigga put in mad work. Like he started off with Boss. That's what it really was. He started off with Boss. I mean, they went to college together.
Okay.
And so it was like, you know, he helping his man out, and that shit turned into something special. Yeah. But we got to come along for the ride because we all knew each other, and I mean, so that nigga stuck with it. And now he's
up there. He was in I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to say it's Forbes. I know he was in. I don't think
I think
Forbes.
It was man.
Was it Forbes?
I think so.
Like top exec type of thing.
Yeah.
For the year, right?
Yeah, that was him. Yeah. So,
shout out to him. Queens right there, man.
Yeah.
That's definitely big. That's my guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that, you know what I mean? So I know you tapped in with Dreamville, and you even have now the Never Die Tour thing. I don't know if you created that.
Nah, shit.
But I see you heavy with it. I really thought it was yours. That's how much I see you doing that.
I got on a little late because
okay.
That shit started off like some shit, like not just a joke, but it was just like a little hood thing, and them niggas threw a barbecue on some random shit, and the shit went up, and niggas got cups. It was really the cups that threw it over the top. It was like the first Henny and Burgers we did, feel me? And it was niggas pulling up to that shit. Niggas was saying that shit was on some Project X shit.
No, that shit was crazy.
Feel me? And then ever since that, like niggas made it an annual thing. And
I know Set the Tone is there this year, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
It's mandatory, man. Shitting me?
I mean,
it's priority, nigga.
Whenever y'all see the promo go for that, feel free to hit me, bro. I got y'all. Facts.
Yeah. I see you do vlogs too.
Yeah.
When did that come about?
I just be trying to do content, bro. I know content is king. I mean, my management probably be on me right now talking about, yo, you should be on live. You should be on live. But I know content is king, and I wanna show like another side to the shit, son, cause I don't know what people think it is, but I want to show them what it is, you know. So I be in the vlogging when I could find a cameraman. I mean, it's crazy though. I even bought like a little vlogging camera myself, some handheld shit. So when I be in the studio, I be propping that shit up, and I record myself or me, whoever I'm with in the studio. I mean, and I create content.
I like more run. I'm saying, are you doing any more runs?
That was part of my last management situation. I mean, and I kind of dropped the ball on that. Like, someone's trying to give it to me, but I was just on some like.
You don't want it.
It wasn't that I don't want it, bro. I was on some shit like I want to work on it by myself. Like, if y'all not fucking with me no more, like, I don't think we need to
continue on with that.
Yeah, I was being a bitch, man. I ain't just keep it about. I was
well, at least what you say, accountability.
First letter in the alphabet is A, and A stands for accountability. And I respect you on a higher level now.
I ain't gonna lie, it was mad shit that was happening, and I was overreacting to some of it. Some of it I think was warranted, but yeah, I was in my feelings, bro.
Okay.
And
at least you
it was crazy. Shatik
again?
Shatik was going to shoot the second season. We shot like 2 videos, and then niggas started going in jail and shit. So I don't.
Who, Shatik? What? You didn't tell him again?
Tier 4 or tier? What tier you was at? Nah.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But yeah, wow. Niggas ask me about that shit all the time, son, and I guess it is what it is, bro. I tried to I was going to buy the beat and try to continue with myself, but I just felt like the energy wouldn't have been right for that, so I just let it go. I mean,
you have a good work ethic though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a bunch of other shit that grew from that.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a matter of getting it done, but I be doing like 30 things at one time. It'd be hard for me to just lock in on one thing. I'm trying that right now with this rollout, so I ain't really been doing anything but focusing on this rollout for my next project.
Okay.
I mean, but it'd be hard for me to just pick one thing and see that shit through.
Well, your style of music, you know what I mean? Because I've been in the studio with you, you know what I mean? Your style of music, nowadays, you know, they got the whole drill movement and everything. You know, New York has adopted it in a sense, you know what I mean? Chicago, New York, you know, drill, whatever. You know what I mean? Your style is a little different. It's a lot different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It gives me the old feel. It's what I'm into, you know, me personally. So how do you feel adapting your style? Like, do you feel you have to even start over to attract people just because this whole drill movement is going crazy?
Nah, I think it's really just about being like true to who you are. I mean, I got like a core following. I would feel like I got like a core following of niggas who expect a certain, standard and a sound. So I don't want to deviate from that to appease a different crowd that's really like they wilding over there. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just rap about what I know, what I've been through, what I experienced, and and I just do what I'm good at, bro. You feel me? Like, I can't rap about shooting ops because I don't.
That's not what we.
I don't have no ops to shoot at. Yeah. You feel me? But shout out to the niggas that
got ops.
I would hope y'all niggas.
Shout out to niggas that got enemies. Nah.
I want to say this. I want to say this though. I will hope y'all little niggas sturdy up and stop shooting at ops, man. Just rap about it.
That's the little niggas, the older niggas too. Yeah, any niggas, you know what I'm saying?
The young niggas, these young niggas be wilding.
They definitely
feel me? But to anybody that feel like they gotta, aim a gun at somebody, bro, like that shit not worth it at the end of the day. And it be so many young niggas or just niggas in general that be in positions to be able to, I mean, change their life and change niggas' lives around them, and they get so caught up in the street shit, and it's crazy. I was about to get into that before we started rolling. Well, I'm like, this is a nasty game because that's what these label records want. Yeah. For me, they go hunting for the next drill artist that's the hottest in the streets. But it's like these niggas is rapping about shit that's going on in their hood, and you find them, scoop them up, and tell them keep rapping about that, and then
snitch on them and say, this is where the records are.
Feel me? Yeah. Right. And provide no help.
Hey, officer, we'll give you all the data, all the thing you need.
Come out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Come out, little bullet. They got us.
You know what I'm saying? That's just little bullet.
I just want these niggas to get their money, son, and get out the way, bro.
But I like how you're doing it different. Like this right here, this is creative. You know, you got the
I'm big on marketing, bro.
Your merch.
I can market. I mean,
you're like one of the first people I know, like, you know, coming up with the rapping and everything, especially from Queens and whatnot, that really do the merch thing, like with their music.
Yeah, shit.
I don't really know nobody doing that.
It's a few niggas. Shikani was up here. That's my dude.
Yeah,
I kind of like got.
I feel you were doing that before him though.
Nah.
Word?
I don't think. No, I don't know. I don't. Bro, my
maybe I just wasn't tapped in at the time.
Yes, you was.
I feel you was. I mean, shout out to the vision, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it ain't a contest.
No, it ain't a contest at all. You know
Shikani, and my man Focus.
Okay.
Focus.
You mean my man Focus?
Focus from
ATM, from the Bello?
Yeah.
It's my son. I mean, that's my you know, niggas take son differently now. Yo, it's my brother. It's my brother.
You can get different out here, you feel me? That's your brother, my nigga. Exactly.
Shout out to Focus.
Shout out to Focus. That's my guy, man.
Focus,
you know what I'm saying?
Focus saved me from getting beat up one time in junior high school. Man.
Word?
Yeah, he saved me one time.
Focus is like the first nigga out of Shadyville. I used to be in Shadyville like all day. He would be in Shadyville like every day. That's my nigga. We had a crew called UTF. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was running with us. And
what
Goon
does
Squad.
UTF stand for?
Untouchable Fam. You know what I'm saying? And Goon Squad, he was running with us too. Yeah, that's my guy.
So he
Focus.
really,
shout out Focus, man.
He really put me to the side like, yo, like, you could monetize like off of your likeness, off of your music, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta. He the one that really showed me that I have like a following, like a core following. You know, I just be so into the work that I don't pay attention to the noise or like the hype around it. Mm-hmm. And he like, yo, like you should do merch for me. And then I'm like, all right, I'm tapping in, and then my son Shikani. Mm-hmm. He start going on a wild run. He's dropping merch every fucking other week. New merch. So I'm talking to him, and I mean, basically tapping in off the inspiration, and that's when I started to do my own shit. I mean, and I did the first run I didn't even tell niggas. Mm-hmm. For me, cause I didn't know how I felt about it.
Yeah,
I didn't know
the confidence was there.
It wasn't there for me. So I sold that shit under the radar. I didn't really post about it, but I sold out of them shits. For me, I only did like 25 shirts, but I sold out of them shits. I'm like, I bet. Then I doubled back and I did hoodies. Sold out of the hoodies. And then this is where like my love for marketing came in. So, I mean, I did another batch of hoodies, and I packaged it real well. I mean, gave niggas a little tote bag, a personalized note.
Yeah, you dope at that.
And a tennis ball. The tennis ball was supposed. It was around the time when the PS5 first came out. I wanted to do a raffle, but I couldn't get my hands on no P5s.
Okay.
But I gave people a tennis ball with a number on it, basically like, yo, save this number. Mm-hmm. I mean, and I feel like I got some of that idea from my homegirl Janae Brown. Okay. She had helped me with the marketing for my tape.
Okay.
I mean, and
is that the please sign here?
That was Only Love When the Score's Tied.
Okay, I saw that.
For me, that's when I did them hoodies. I mean, and from then I just took the game that she presented to me, and I just kept remixing it. I mean, I did more hoodies when I did Only Love When the Score's Tied, and then I had two separate merch runs, but I mean, I just took what she told me and I remixed.
Does it hurt you when you embrace the scrim life?
I don't think so. Like shit, that was my life.
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel like this was our choice of crime at the time. Like a lot of niggas grew up on some drug shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but the scrim shit was really what I was experiencing at the time. So it's been battles between like, you know, just not putting myself in a box, but I feel like at the end of the day, like I can't escape the shit.
Rapping how you live it.
Feel me? So I just decided to really just embrace it.
It's funny, niggas didn't even embrace scrimming back in the day.
At all.
You started rapping in Queens?
Yeah. Okay. I started rapping in Queens. I think you wanted to ask me if I started the scrim rap. I did that though.
Nah, you definitely did. You definitely did.
When I was doing that shit, niggas told me I was bugging. I probably was, but I mean,
but it was early. Nobody really knew it at the time.
The way that I do it and did it, I feel like it was tasteful to a point where if you know, you know, and if you don't, you just gonna think I'm just rapping about. I mean,
no, but you gave it lyricism.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean.
It wasn't the just I'm out here
in your face. Yeah, I'm
walking out and out the store.
Right.
You know what I mean, it's the type of shit. It's like, oh shit, he giving some balls. Yeah, he giving a story with it. You know what I'm saying?
So I definitely took it there, and then you know, niggas from there took it to another level. I mean, so I definitely had a hand in that word. That's something that's crazy. I just did a podcast with my boy, my bro Kaz. And he kind of like was giving me my flowers, and like I said, I'm not a nigga that do anything for the clout. Like I'm just doing what I do, and I had to take a step back and really embrace that because I never do.
You should.
Feel me? Right. So he really like opened my eyes up to some like it's niggas that look at me for certain shit, and I might not brush it off, but I just pay shit no mind because. Like, it's a bigger goal at hand, but, I mean, I could stop and smell my roses every once in a while. Feel me? Word.
You had a song called Necessity. In one line, you were saying, niggas practice all your moves, but never practice your patience.
Yeah.
Can you dwell on that?
I was doing the work on Wednesday shit, and I seen a lot of niggas start trying to do weekly videos. Mm-hmm. And I will only see them niggas do that shit for like, you know, 3-4 weeks. And it might not get the response that they wanted, and then they let it go. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen mad niggas try to do the weekly video shit.
Niggas got their own days, right?
Niggas, everybody got their own days.
Thursdays?
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was the first nigga to do it. I wasn't the first nigga to do it, but like shout out to Kaya, because till this day she still talking
going on
Tuesday.
with the Tuesday. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah,
but it was just people that I would peep that would just, you know, try the shit. But ultimately, that's kind of like a general statement. Like niggas see or think they could do what you do and they try it, but they give up before it even really get nasty. You feel me? And like all this shit was trial and error and patience, bro. So it's like,
well,
that's a fact.
Forget the trial, forget the error. We got this thing here on the set. You know what I'm saying? Where we could talk about you all day, man, because we know what's what. But you know, for the people who tap in and set the tone with us weekly as well. You know what I mean? We got this thing on the set. You know where you gotta get. You know, we got. A lot of people sit on that chair, man. You know, there's a lot of heat, man. Yeah. I know you're gonna come with it, you know what I'm saying? It's time to hit them with that luxury tax, you feel me?
Man, what's the word, man?
Yeah. Your boy laying lazy to fly, man. JC the light, shot Teak on the boards, man. My boy Fly, you ready, man?
Yes, sir.
Luxury tax.
Set the Toe podcast.
Big Queens.
Live on the set.
Northside to be exact.
Talk to him, man.
It's politics as usual, so I understand capping. So much intellect, but he got his pants sagging. I could never be the man if I'm the man bragging. Seen it happen and niggas acting like it can't happen. Yeah, and for my niggas who got court cases, know I'm down to weather whatever the North faces. Yo, when you bubble in they jacket, I remember struggling to have shit. Listen, the wrong thoughts to get your mind blown. I was serving time in a different time zone. Paying 25 an hour for a dial tone. Ain't see a youngin' since a baby, now that child grown. I know some niggas couldn't grapple that. Only believe the cap when it's Snapple facts. Don't get it twisted. At one point in time, I moved around the statistic. Just how they predicted. My celly on some crip shit. They wait till your boy start rapping and say I'm gifted. That's when life shifted. Robin Hood killer, my barber's and an investor. And if you think I'm extra, the plug drive a Tesla. I'm next up. In Queens it gets scary with women want your DNA. If your genes is a mirror, I'm seeing it clearly. No, it ain't no need to compare me. They keeping up barely. I do this in my sleep on a daily. This shit is mine, and that's just how I see the game. The shooters pull up looking clean before they leave a stain. She around and give me neck, ain't even need a chain. And he blowing every check and hosting me the game. I let her vent with the spliff in my hand. I passed the gas and she shit on a man. That boy a fan. And I ain't saying names, but they ain't even play it, they just playing games. Them niggas speed into a car crash. I had to set the tone for the podcast. Leezy, when they come here to rap, know they gotta pay that luxury tax. God, nigga.
Facts. They gotta pay that luxury tax.
Politics as usual, coming soon, nigga. You know how I usually do, man.
Talk to these niggas, man.
Yo, you know, man. The scapegoat who became the GOAT, nigga.
Pass gas and shit on him, man. Yo, this nigga dropping shit over their ass. This nigga's crazy. Yo,
that's from that cell.
Yo, hold on, don't end the audio. Yo, what I say, man? One try fly, you heard?
One try fly. There you go. Couple niggas listen. Yo, we appreciate you for coming. We appreciate you using the platform because this is what it's for. It's here to help people find their way, get their way, and make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
get
sir.
their flowers, but also make them flowers continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, bro. You know what I mean? Now, once again, it's the Fly Land Leezy.
Chase to the light.
Set the Tone podcast, man.
Still we rise, you heard?